Hello, everyone. Welcome to Self-Inquiry. Welcome to the work. Our teacher today is Nana and her work on her father. She left her 2-year-old with her father, and the baby wouldn't go to sleep, and he put his hand over her mouth. This is really quite something to sit in, and welcome to the work with Nana. So much is covered here. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please leave comments on this podcast. Let's do the work. Hello, dears. Hello, dears. Those of you new to the work today, new to this community, welcome here. And together in this community, we identify the thoughts that are causing all the problems and heartache and misery and depression and illness. Even when you're depressed, the things you say, the things you do, the things going on in your head, you can feel the emotional. It affects even the physical. You all know that. What is the cause of that? Identify, what are you thinking and believing? Move it from your head to paper, to that Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, from your head to paper. And there's your misery stopped right there, piece of paper, from head to paper. Stop. Didn't you ever want your head to just stop? Move what you're thinking and believing from your head to paper. And then meditatively, as an exercise in stillness, get still, anchor in that time and place with that person or those people in that situation. What you're thinking and believing, move it from your head to paper, to that Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. Get really still. Open your mind. Be prepared to whatever happens, whatever you see. Get still. Open your minds. Open your heart to what you may find as you sit in those 4 questions and turnarounds. Is what I'm believing true? In that situation where I said what I said and I did what I did, the whole world would say I'm right. I'm standing up for my rights and I was wrong. The whole world will tell me that. Well, why am I still, the whole world says, well, why am I still bothered by it? It teaches me I can get away with anything. But what is this thing that causes this discontent? Everything from mild irritation to I don't want to be here anymore kind of depression. Overwhelming. For some of you, sometimes. For some of you, you have experience. For some of you, you may experience it. But to get still and question what you're believing, there it is, from your mind to paper, stopped. You ever want your head to stop? Just stop. Well, move it from what you're thinking and believing from your head to paper. There's your head stopped right there on paper. And then meditatively, takes quiet, it takes focus to get still in that situation. Is what I was thinking and believing, is it true, that thing on my worksheet? Yes, my ego screams. Of course, duh. Okay. Good. Okay. If that's over now, get still. Come back to your practice. Is it true? Is what I'm thinking and believing in that situation? Is it true? Now, the answer is, it's yes or no. It takes a very open mind to do this work, something you've been believing all of your life you're up against. And the ego's going to scream, yes, it's true. Thank it for sharing. Could be right. Get still. Meditating in that situation, time and place with that person. Is it true? If it's yes, You've seen it. That's the right answer. If it's no, you're recognizing something that may just shift you around all over the place. Feel it. Stay with it. Feel it. Quietly, meditatively. Cry through it. Be with it. Laugh through it. Whatever shows up. So the answer is yes, the answer is no. They're equal. We're just looking for what is true. So now you're on the path. That much can blow your mind. And then notice in that situation how you react, how you treat that other person. Notice the images in your head and the emotional, how you react in that situation. Witness how you react. What happens when you believe the thought in that situation? You could just sit in that and be amazed at the images you see in your head and the emotional and how you treat that person, the things you say and do. It's a guilt-filled life until this is taken care of, and we don't even know it. And so let me overeat on it. Let me drug over it. Let me just be a powerful human being in the world that gets their way. Let me. Those are definitions of what pain looks like. Next question, last question. In that situation, who are you? Without the thought in that situation where you said what you said and did what you did. You want to know what death looks like? The death of the ego leaves me in don't know. World. Amazing. This gift of life. This non-duality gift of life where everyone you meet, everything you say, everything you feel, even surgeries, even people poking you, 5 doctors standing there don't know what to do other than you're dying, and 5 of your major organs are dying, and you're the only one present with nothing to lose. When I say nothing to lose, it's just like chop wood, carry water, this is life. And I can go on, and who am I without this ego head running my life, this egoic head running my life? And there's nothing that isn't ego, but some of it matches your heart. The things that you're gifting and saying and doing, and the way that you listen when someone is coming at you hard. You're a good listener. It's like you're open to life, this gift of life. Without opposite, this gift of life. I mean, those of you that are in some kind of crazy turmoil, and turmoil can be crazy. It doesn't have to be, but states of mind. Those of you that ever experienced that, what are you thinking and believing? It was 10 years ago, but what were you thinking and believing in that situation? Get excited. Get excited. You're onto something beautiful. Move it from your head to paper. And question it. Those of you new to the work today, what we do here is we get out of the woman talking, sharing an experience, attempting to make sense out of nothing. And something, the apparent something, what we do here is we just get down in the trenches. Down in the trenches, what I'm thinking and believing. Nana, honey, do you say Nana or Nana?
I say Nana.
Welcome here, Nana. And thank you for your courage.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage.
Oh, it does. But, something we can do about it. There's something we can do about it. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. So you filled in a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet.
Yes.
Those who do the work, always free on thework.com, and you don't have to sign up for it. Nothing. You just hit it. It's yours. And so the situation, time and place, read number 1 and give us the situation, time, and place.
Okay. Number 1 is I'm furious with my dad because he couldn't handle my 2-year-old daughter. And the situation is that my younger sister called and told me that once, a couple of years maybe before, when my dad babysat my 2-year-old daughter and my 5-year-old son, she wouldn't calm down at bedtime because she couldn't find her pet toy, her cat, called the cat. So she screamed and screamed and screamed. And my dad and I know that, is not very good with children. And so he got frustrated and he just held her down in her little bed and held her mouth so she couldn't scream.
Yeah.
And when me and my husband came home, he didn't tell us, he didn't say anything. Only a year after, he told my younger sister, and my younger sister didn't know what to do with it. And she ended up telling me, and I got furious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Babies.
And and my sister knew I was going to be furious. So,
Yeah.
And my dad was at a course that we had given him for his birthday. He's 60 years old. This is 22 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called him and I asked him, is it true? Did you do that? I put my children in your care. And did you do that to my daughter? And he said, yes, what else should I do? And I was all over him. So he didn't get a chance.
Yeah. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah.
So he can't handle your 2-year-old daughter. The situation is you're asking him if he did that. And he said, what else could I do?
Yeah, he admitted it. Something along that line. He admitted it.
What else could I do? Is that accurate to your recollection?
Yeah, I think that might have been what he has been saying. So he did admit it. He said, yes, I did. I asked him, did you hold her down and covered her mouth so she couldn't scream? So he said, yes, I did.
Okay, so on the phone, he can't handle your 2-year-old daughter in that situation. That's what you wrote. Number 1, I'm furious because he can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. Okay, so in that situation, notice the images in your head of him holding down your 2-year daughter with his hand over her mouth as she's crying. He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter. Is it true? And those of you new to the work, the opposite of this work is discussing it. Okay? There's one answer. It's either yes, it's true, or no. Self-inquiry. He can't handle, you're on the phone with him, he's admitting it. You see that image in your head of him holding her down. He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter. Be on the phone, he's admitting it. He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter in that situation. Is it true?
I want to say no, and
okay.
I want to say yes.
This is discussion.
It's not. I know it's not a discussion.
It's like taking your little pillow. It's like taking this little pillow in with you for you're comfortable that you do this work. No, you're here for a reason. He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter. Is it true? See that image in your head on the phone with your dad that you described to us? He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter. Is it true?
No, actually no.
Just be with that no. He can't handle your 2-year-old daughter in that situation. Is it true? No.
Well, he could have done other, even worse things.
Yeah. Notice that silently in your head. Now notice those images in your head on the phone with your dad. He's admitting it. Notice those images in your head and how you react, how you speak to your father in that situation on the phone. What you say, what you do, the tone of your voice, the level of your voice, be there now. How do you react? What happens when you think the thought he can't handle your 2-year-old daughter and you see those images and he's admitting, he's saying, what else could I do?
Well, he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance to explain himself or to apologize or anything. He didn't get. He couldn't say anything.
How do you react? I'm hearing how he reacted. He couldn't say anything after that.
I just kept going. So you are the adult here. She's only 2 years old. You should know better. And I started accusing him of all the things that he had done wrong in my childhood. And I started, isn't it true that you also were abusive to us? We have 3 daughters. And I don't even remember what he said.
So
he answered.
You just tore into him.
Yeah.
Attack.
I just attacked him completely. And he was standing at this course on a little island in Denmark, and he didn't know what hit him. I mean, he was like, yeah.
Okay, he can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. How old was he? 60?
Yeah, he was about 60, 61, 62.
Okay. Yeah. So he can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. Turned around. I can't handle my 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Now, with all the courage you've got, notice the similarities.
Yeah.
The way you treat your daughter when it's just difficult. Every parent encounters this. You're not alone. But just notice how you treat your daughter in those situations where she just can't be handled.
Yeah. And that's true, because she could scream for for a very, very long time, and it was so difficult to handle. Yeah.
And notice the things you said, the things you did. And I have another turnaround. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
In that situation, I can't handle my 61, 62-year-old father.
No. No, that's true. I
He'll
can't.
be on the phone, get present, listen to you, witness you. I can't handle my 62-year-old father when he admits it, he comes clean with it.
That's true.
So just be there now. I can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. Another turnaround. I can't handle myself in situations with your daughter and situation with your father on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Notice on the phone how you just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
You're just rolling it out there, from your daughter all the way down to your own childhood and the childhood of your siblings.
Yeah.
So just be with that. Some of you, when you do this work, you can sit in number 1 for several days or maybe several hours or maybe just 10 minutes. Just give it time to show you. Self-inquiry is a term when you're working these, it's a term for self-realization, not father realization. Self-realization. He couldn't handle it, but you can empathize. Because just like you're doing your best, same for all of us. That's a trance. Notice the images in your head when you think the thought, he can't handle your 2-year daughter on the phone. And you see these images of your daughter being smothered and your father over her. Those images in your head. Really important. Is that your father? Is that just pure ego, which is a term for non-reality, the dream state of mind? You see your daughter being abused. That's not your father, and that's not your daughter. That is ego working you to keep you anchored in this trance of pain and suffering.
Yeah.
He can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. Turned around, he can handle. And say it out loud. He can handle in that situation.
He can handle my 2-year-old daughter. Yeah.
As well as you can.
As well as I can. That's true.
Yeah. And you're not the only parent on this call who could say the same in our own situations. Raising children doesn't make it right. It's just, this is Earth School. You know what I love about the past? I've said it so many times. What I love about the past is it's over, but it is destined to live as your personality, identity, until we get this squared away. So you have a lot in common with your father. You're both doing your best. And situations with your daughter like that. Now notice in that situation how you treat your siblings when you believe the thought, he can't handle my 2-year-old child, and just slam this father, just attack, like crucify, just nail him, to shut him up with, I love you, I care about you, I did my best, just to shut him up. And your siblings too, just not to hear any of it. So here's a question for you. Did when you look at what your father did and your side of it, look at the equal victims.
He is a victim.
Yeah.
And he is.
Yeah, ego just having its day that I'm right, he's wrong, he's bad, I'm good, I know it. And it's just, the ego's attempt to own you, not right, not wrong. It just is it's the life of a sleepwalker. Thinking it's the father that is the cause of our suffering. And that doesn't deny what he did. It's just that sleepwalker, those images in your head, and that would justify your own, go against your own true nature. And let's look at number 2. In that situation, what do you want him to think, say, feel, or do?
I want my dad to see that he was completely off, that I want him to admit that he did a horrible thing. And I want him to approve that I will never let him take care of the children again. Yeah.
Now, this is a tough one. Okay, let's stay with it. He did a terrible thing when he put his hand over her mouth to shut her up. He did a terrible thing. Is it true? And all of you, do your own work. That's the point of sitting in here. Do your own.
Yes, it is true.
No justification. No, just he did a terrible thing. Is it true? Were you there?
No.
Did you see it? You're coming from purely imagining what he did, the pressure he put on her mouth, you have no idea. Maybe it affected her nose and she couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all there. Ego. Good work. Could be true, but you don't know.
No, that's true. I don't know. I don't know.
And notice how you react.
Yeah.
Images in your head, how you react to how you treat your father on the phone. And when your sister's telling you what he did, notice those images in your head. Notice how you react when you believe the thought, Dad can't handle my 2-year-old daughter. Notice how it feels inside of you.
Yeah.
It just almost takes your breath away.
It does.
Just imagining it. And that's imagination taking your breath away, and your father's taking the rap. Y'all get this? He didn't do that to you. It's not happening to your daughter now on the phone with him. But imagination.
And it was even a couple of years later. So it didn't even happen recently. And now it's maybe 23 years ago. And I've been punishing him ever since.
So just be with that a moment. Yeah. Who cost you a relationship with your father? You or him?
I did.
Yeah. You know, if we focus on the other person and how they treat our children, we don't have to look at ourselves and how similar that can look in some situations. You want him to see that he was completely off and admit to the horrible thing that he did. Turned around. I want me to see that I
was completely off.
Is your father still alive?
Yeah.
Let's say another phone call. I want him to see that I was completely off on that phone call and admit that I did a horrible thing in the way I treated him.
Yeah.
Never too late. And I want me to talk to my siblings and let them know the way I treated my father and the way I talked about our father was completely off, and admit the horrible things that I said about our father.
Yeah. They know that I wanted to do the worksheet, so they,
yeah. Some of us will do work like this, and we just can keep like a big bowl there to vomit in. Literally, I used to call it vomiting myself up.
Yeah,
it's poison. It's poison. It literally poisons the way we see the world, the way we see people in it, and our fathers and mothers and.
Yeah, I've only been seeing him for birthdays and Christmas and Easter holidays. And he always wanted to come over, and he did sometimes, but I always kept it very, on a distance. Yeah. I never came to visit him. And I can count it on one hand.
So notice your tendency to punish.
Yeah.
And notice that tendency to punish is that it's like that thing that keeps us from looking to ourselves and the guilt we feel having done the same or worse. But as long as we're looking out there and believing that, we can just, I know he is the cause of my daughter's traumas.
And she doesn't even remember it. She doesn't even remember it.
No trauma there for her, that little pumpkin.
Yeah. She doesn't, I don't think even, she doesn't even know. No. Yeah. She's not even aware of it.
And, you can go deeper with this, in your time alone. There's a lot going on, like when you're growing up, the things your father said and did, it's a way of getting even.
It is.
And when you look at those things your father said and did, you can see how many times he was right, and you wouldn't admit it and punished. And so this is a way of really, really getting even for everything, just turning the family against him and the tendency to not get close to your dad.
And he has always been accusing my younger sister, who is the one who told me about this, for making the drama and making all the problems and in the family. But maybe it was me.
Well, let's take a look. Drop the maybe. Was it you? Yeah, she did all of that, but look at the part you played in it.
Yeah, I contributed definitely.
All of you, when you are doing this work and you're guessing, maybe is a guess thing, just notice and in your mind again, come back to the question. Okay, honey, you're so gifted with an open mind. Your open mind blows my mind wide open and my heart.
Thank you.
You're certainly an example of what an open mind looks like. It's like a death. Yeah, and it is. It's a death of the ego. It doesn't go down hard, but be gentle, and that's what you're showing us. You're dying into love.
I have such a hard time loving him. I know that I love him, but to connect to the loving feelings, it has been, I have to work on that. I had to.
The first thing is to call him, and you've got a lot to say to him here about your part, what you said and did.
I don't know if I have the courage.
Well, just notice that. It's nothing you have to do, but it's a way of setting your prisoner free.
Yeah.
Oh, dearest, let's look at 3. In that situation, to get what you want, what advice would you give your father? He should, he shouldn't?
He should take responsibility. He should have called me at that time and asked me to come home. Because he couldn't handle the situation. He should have realized that it was too much for him, and that he couldn't handle the situation. Yeah. And then he should look at himself and take responsibility over his own traumas. I know that's too much to ask, because sometimes he opens up.
He admitted it.
Yeah, he did.
He admitted it.
Yeah.
So he's given you everything you say you want there.
Yeah.
He admitted it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What he got back was your scorn and the end of his life as a father as a result of the way you influenced his children and therefore grandchildren, etc. He should take responsibility. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Now, some of you, you have this worksheet on your father, for example. And then there's another worksheet on your father and another worksheet on your father until you get your childhood resolved. And we're looking at a lot of it. It's familiar. It's familiar when you look at growing up with your father and how attached you are to winning and losing. And that situation with him as a parent, attempting to raise you. I'm thinking of my own mother and father. They just let me go, and not a lot of guidance there, other than example by example, and they were quiet. I can't remember ever. I was so busy trying to people please. I can't remember ever looking good in their eyes, and that's what I'm seeing here too. A lot of it.
Yeah.
You're right, he's wrong, he's irresponsible, you're the responsible one. And over a whole lifetime with him, you win, it seems. So why all the pain?
Yeah.
Let's take care of that. He should call you to come home in that situation. He should have called you. Now, where were you? What were you doing?
Me and my husband, we were singing in a choir, so we were just there, and it would have taken about at least 1.5 hours to get home, an hour to get home.
Yeah.
So even if he called, she will have been falling asleep when we came back anyway. So Yeah. So no, he shouldn't have called.
No.
And he sold it. When we came back, she was sleeping. And everything was quiet and everything had went well, he said. So I wasn't alarmed of anything.
Yeah.
Even though I knew that she had those times where she just could go off screaming. And even though I knew that my dad wasn't good at small children,
Yeah.
not at all.
So you knew ahead of time that she screams when she doesn't want to go down for sleep. And so there's no surprise there.
No.
Yeah.
But I wanted him so badly to be there. And even though I knew that, he only said yes because, he wanted to fill in the role of my mother.
Yes, honey.
Yeah. And she died 5 years before that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was grandparenting.
Yeah.
Parenting, grandparenting.
Yeah, he tried. And after that, he didn't get a chance. No, I didn't allow him.
Well, it's never too late.
No.
And it's never too late. This may sound like airy-fairy, mushy, but not to the emotional. It's never too late to be his little girl at any age, and that doesn't mean playing down.
No.
It means being your best, mature, loving self. Your best, loving, caring, respectful self. He obviously deserves respect. We just heard your words.
And I was his favorite. I've always been his favorite.
You might thank him for that too.
Yeah, and I still am. I'm sure of it. My sisters know it. They know it as well.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
That's remarkable. And that's how I'm meeting you today too, beyond all of this, the way you reacted and the things you said and did and all of that. I can see you're very visible, very transparent. He should realize he can't handle this. Is it true?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
You're his favorite. He said yes.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, you know how your daughter is.
Yeah.
Sometimes when she's put down for naps. He should take responsibility over his own traumas. Is it true?
No.
No. And how do you treat him when you think the thought he should take responsibilities for his own traumas?
I blame him. Yeah. And I judge him and I look down at him and I'm like, oh, he's so unconscious and he should be able to. Why doesn't he do anything about it? Oh, it's way too late. Well, and when my friends say, well, he's also old. No, he's always been like that. And he has, but he will never change. That's just the way he is. And I know he's a scared little child who had a very, very traumatic childhood. And yeah. And even though I couldn't get into behind that shield or wall of the hardness.
So let's turn this around. I love these. They're these turnarounds for me. They're often, they just feel like a prayer. This. So just read it to yourself out loud. In that situation with my father, I should.
In that situation with my father, I should take responsibility
for the things you said and did that were hurtful toward him when he agreed to keep your daughter, you knowing how difficult that could be.
Yeah.
And I should.
And I should call him now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And tell him that I should have realized that it was too much for him.
You dropped your daughter off.
Yeah.
knowing that she is difficult to put down sometimes, that you yourself have a hard time with it. And your mother took care of that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And maybe she even couldn't do it in that situation because, I doubt that.
So find the place where you just, I don't know that it's true, but find the place where you dropped her off knowing that because you wanted to go, be in the choir, get out, get away from the kids, etc.
Yeah. Yeah. I see myself walking out the door. He were at our home. So I just see us walking out the door, leaving them, closing the door, and just kind of praying, hoping that everything will be fine.
So that tells me you know the potential there.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. So I need me to realize that he can't handle this. And you've owned that very well, looking back at that. And to take responsibility over your own trauma in that situation.
Yeah.
And his trauma, what it has been like with his favorite daughter and what she does, and he still loves you anyway. You're his little girl.
Yeah.
So these turnarounds, living these turnarounds, I should take responsibility. Call my dad, take responsibility. I should call my father.
I should call my father. Yeah, I should take responsibility and call my father.
Let him know that I realized it was too much for him.
Yeah.
And let him know that I realized that probably he couldn't handle it, that you have difficulty with it sometimes. And take responsibility over his traumas around this that you've created in the family thing. A trauma can be like that much, or just this teeny, 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 tiny thing, but to clean up our own lives of this crap that runs in us is to be free. It may not free your father, but it will free you. And this is Earth School. And from where I sit, honey, you're in. Let's look at 4. In that situation, what do you need to be happy in that situation with your father? When you hear from your sister that he put his hand over your daughter's mouth at 2 years old.
I need my dad to apologize to me, to regret what he have done, to see that that situation caused that I lost my faith in him, and that he lost connection to his grandchildren.
Let's turn it around to be happy. I need me to.
I need me to apologize to him. And
I need me to let him know that I regret what I did.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit difficult.
Oh, it's a death.
Yeah. The ego is clinging to it. Oh my God.
Yeah. Everything that you've said about him to your siblings and
yeah. And to my children, they have grown up.
All I'm getting is you were in a lot of denial and exaggerated. And it's like sometimes that's what great leaders do. We lead like that, and it's just our own crap, and people fall for it, and people get hurt.
Yeah.
We want world leaders to shift these things, but how can they if we can't? And you're a world leader. You're like the head of the family. You're running it. It's just, they respect you. And And I can certainly see why. I do.
I've never seen it like that.
Need to be happy. Look at the next one. I need me to see that he lost connection to his grandchildren as a result of my anger toward an incident that you knew when you left her that it could be a problem to get her to sleep.
Yeah.
So just read it that way, turned around. I need me
to see that
to be happy in this situation. I need me to apologize to me.
Yeah, in this situation, to be happy, I need me to apologize to him, to regret what I have told my sisters and my children, who are grown-ups now, how the way I talk about him, kindly, usually, but not always. And in order to be happy, I don't know how to get this turnaround to.
Need me to see that he lost connection to his grandchildren.
Yeah.
Because of your bitterness and the things you've said and did that would lead them to see him in that light.
Yeah, and I thought I protected them, but they didn't have they don't have the connection they could make. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they know how you see him.
Yeah, they do.
Every little way that it shows up. Notice in your life together and shift it. These living turnarounds. I need me to apologize to him.
Yeah.
And to let him know that I regret the things I've said about him and the way that sometimes you're cold and the way you punished him over that event.
Yes.
When you found out. And so to be happy, number 4, you question it. And then when you turn it around, you turn around to the self and to the other and to the opposite. And it's like I refer to it often as a prescription for happiness. And it's the same for number 2, to be happy. You know, I need me. What do I really want? I want me to see that I was completely off and to admit that I have done horrible things like that as well when I was frustrated and trying to get her to sleep and I'm tired and etc. You understand? You make this your language. It's not about just, as they say, like being on a cross with all the nails and a martyr. It's about freedom. And with this stuff running in us, we don't even know it's running in us until we do a few worksheets. We have no idea. The ego can justify every cruel thing we've ever done on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being creating hell in people's life and our own as a result. So asleep to it, but it's a construct of, the question, who am I? What am I? Well, we're looking at the construct of identity here, and questioning, and it's moving away. And what's left is this incredible non-human being, this good human being, mother and daughter and aunt and sister. What was it like for you to fill in this worksheet? Those of you new to the work, fill in this worksheet. I don't call it the work for nothing. It's just you with you.
I listened to one of your earliest podcasts in 24 with Merrick, I think his name was, whose father beated him up with a belt. And before that, you had 2 with mother. That's another thing. But that caused, I said, I have to do this on my father. I tried to do it with another situation, recently where he yelled at me because I didn't turn the page the right way. That's some of his issues, that you have to do everything in a certain way, which I knew, but I didn't think of. And I just got back to him because he did exactly the same thing. So I just pointed it out. You did that exact same thing right away. Oh, no, 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 no. He said, I did. Oh, yes, you did. I saw it. And his wife went, yes, you did. Yes, you did that too. I saw that too. No, 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 no. He said, it's fake news. I was like, oh, well, don't give me that.
Yeah. Oh, your affection for him shows up when you even talk about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you are. He loves you.
Yeah.
His favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now let's turn it around. For me to be happy, I need to apologize to him.
For me to be happy, I need to apologize to him.
And let him know that I regret what I said and did.
Yeah. And let him know that I regret what I said and did.
And that you're grateful that he said yes so that you could get out of the house and
yeah.
And to be happy, continue. I need me to see.
To be happy, I need me to see that I caused that he lost connection to his grandchildren. And to be happy, I need me to see that I lost faith in myself, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost faith in I lost faith in that I could, I don't know, cope with him.
Lost faith in myself.
I lost faith in myself, yeah.
You lost it, and you can try this on. You lost it in not letting him know that she's hard to put down, and lost faith in yourself when you were with your sister in that conversation, and how far that took you to alienate him from the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been the alien. The three sisters, we always got together with our mom.
Yeah, we form little cults. Cults, and if you're going to be in the cult, you have to stick together, right or wrong. With he did that.
And he was a very aggressive and a very difficult father. So that was we always have our reasons, and we always had our excuses and to leave him out.
Yeah, and you can go back where he's talking about turning the pages of a book, like whatever that was about, and go back and listen again and hear his wisdom. It's nothing you had to do, but that I know mind that says, no, he's just pushing this on me. He doesn't understand how hard and difficult this is for us. He's always doing that. Those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. It's to go back to those difficult situations like that one with the book and the page turning. Just go back and hear your father's words. And in your mind's eye, do what he's saying to do without your story. Yeah. Hear and live his wisdom.
Yeah.
And his attitude, like, dun, 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 any of that stuff. Just notice that's his way. Hear the wisdom and follow the simple direction, which you did anyway, but with an attitude.
Yeah. I could just have followed his direction. I didn't realize what I'd done, but I knew it was a soft spot for him. I knew it was a book that he was very fond of. And I could just say, sorry, Dad. I'll do that now, or something along that.
And live those turnarounds out in your mental world, and then share it with him. That, your attitude and how you appreciate now you could still hear, I can still hear your voice, Dad, and I can hear it now, and it's meaningful to me. And I apologize for my attitude. I see that was one of your favorite books.
Yeah.
You know, all of this language, you do your worksheets and it can just flow out of you if you're living these turnarounds. It's a way of living life happily. It doesn't matter what you say or do, you can always start over. It's another worksheet, it's just not done until it's done. Go back and pick up the pieces. Leaves us present. We're taking care of the past. There's no reason for the ego to offer it up. And when it does, there's awareness. It's like there's a smile instead of an attitude. Where this is not war with the ego, which people tend to do. But this is lovemaking. This is the ultimate love affair with the self. Just sitting with you, your open mind and willingness, witnessing from here as I sit in me, the love affair with the self, as opposed to war with the self. My war with anyone is the war with the self, because that person's living in me, and that's not a person. A human being can't fit in my head. It's an illusion. So, sweetie, honey, let's look at 5.
Yeah.
That situation, he is.
He's irresponsible, violent granddad who doesn't understand shit. He's self-centered, heartless, and without any feelings.
So he's irresponsible. Is it true? Looking to yourself about how difficult your little pumpkin was to get to bed. He was irresponsible. Is it true? And, it could be yes. We're just looking for the yes. Realizing that there are times you couldn't have done differently what you did as well. So as you're looking at this, do it with an open mind. He was irresponsible. He was violent. Is it true? When he put his hand over your daughter's mouth, when she was screaming, she didn't want to go to bed. He was violent. Can you really know that it's true? He admitted to your daughter, to one of his daughters, your sisters. Then your sister told you, that's all you know of it. He was violent. Is it true? You see an image in your head when you were talking to your sister. He was violent. But he was violent. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true?
No, I can't know. I can't know. Actually, I can't know. And he, by saying yes to babysit, to take care of them, he was responsible in that. Because he knew how important it was for me.
He's violent, turned around. I was
very violent when I talked to him.
And interrupting him, if you tried to say something, is like putting your hand over his mouth.
Yeah. Ooh, I've done that. Sometimes, many other times as well, by saying, you don't have a word to say in this family. If you start saying anything, When it came to my children, I was like,
protective, because you believe he's violent, irresponsible, and doesn't understand shit. And you lose it. It's self-centered and heartless. Yeah, reading from your number 5.
Yeah, and I didn't have any feelings.
Yeah.
I was without feelings. I shut all my feelings down for him.
You shut all your feelings down for your father?
And myself? And my daughter? Yeah.
shut all your feelings down. You said and did things in that regard that caused you a lot of guilt, and you just keep on doing it. And
Yeah.
so notice that tendency. It's like your dad that doesn't, in his book.
Yeah, I got so mad at him, and I got all this weird stuff inside me. I'm 57. I'm like, you can't yell at me and scold me like that. What in the hell are you doing? I didn't say that, but I was thinking that.
So, what are one of the things that he said that when you had the thought, he can't do that to me?
He did that with the book. He have done it so many times when he just, if you don't know this word, then just Google it. He just put like.
Listen to father wisdom.
Yeah, a lot.
You want to know? Google it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Make you a very good listener. In that situation, turn around, I was irresponsible.
In that situation, I was irresponsible. I was violent to my dad, and I didn't understand shit. I was self-centered, heartless, and without any feelings.
Everything you accuse your father of, everything I accuse my father of, I am that. If I have the courage to sit in this work, if you have the courage to sit in this work, all of you, it will kill you. It will kill anything other than what's real, what's true, what's authentic. And that is a way of thinking that is never depressing, never hurtful. It's a life of understanding, of a life with the ability to listen without the ego jumping in quietly as you're smiling, going, he's full of shit. He doesn't understand shit. He's heartless. He's without feelings and like just a sleepwalker. Sleepwalkers. We're sleepwalkers. And that is a life of pain because it's false I living as I am. He is that I know. Just imagine the I know mind and the don't know mind. What is preference? Because that don't know mind can take in, like the I know mind can only take in just such a small amount, and the don't know mind can take in everything. Parent good or bad or anything. It's open. It's open the way your child will scream at night without, I can't speak for your daughter, your 2-year-old daughter, but she's our a little test tube for all of us today. Let's look at 5 again. My father in that situation was responsible.
My father in that situation was responsible. Non-violent granddad.
So by non-violent, he put his hand over her face. Your mind just sent you on this journey. This journey of it's like just throwing nails, and there's an expression, nails in the coffin or something. It's killing, you're killing you, you're killing him, you're killing your siblings, you're killing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, and continue.
Non-violent granddad who does understand shit.
Mm-hmm. He does understand shit. When you sit in that, no matter what you've said or done, that would bring him down, in the eyes of your siblings and family, he understands the shit that you're throwing out there, and he keeps showing up.
Yeah, he does. He keeps wanting to visit, and when do you come and visit us? And and I don't have that much time to see him. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so he is not self-centered?
No, he's open.
He's open?
You were violent on the phone. In your definition of violent, you were violent on the phone and self-centered. And he was open. He took it in. He didn't hang up on you.
No, he didn't. I don't recall if he did in the end or I did. I think I did, actually. Or otherwise he did. And then I called him up again and he picked up.
Mm-hmm. So it's something to get still in, just the way you're doing as you're doing these questions and turnarounds.
Yeah.
It calls out to the inquiring mind, and there you are.
Yeah.
And he is without feelings, turned around. He is with feelings.
He is with feelings. Yes.
It's still in that. He is with feelings.
And he has a heart. He's not heartless. He sometimes gets very soft and very vulnerable and tells things that you won't imagine a dad will tell his daughter. Yeah.
Things to share with him that you appreciate, and especially appreciate considering your attitude toward him.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always have that attitude toward him. You obviously love him. And very visible.
Yeah.
Case, precious, let's look at 6. In that situation, what is it that you never want to experience again? With your
I don't ever want my dad to hurt my children again or anybody in my family. I don't ever want my dad to be so self-absorbed and only think of himself.
Yeah. He only thinks of himself. Is it true?
No. He thought of me.
And he's trying to put your daughter to bed, put her to sleep. He only thinks of himself. Is it true?
No.
Oh.
He tried, he did his best.
Just like you.
Yeah, to calm her down.
Yeah, just like you when you're trying to sleep. You know, it's not the preferable way, but states of mind. You see,
No.
She needs to.
No.
We don't know how. We don't know how.
No.
And you can ask him, what was that like for you? What was it like for you? It's the one thing I didn't ask you, Father.
Yeah.
I have the same problem when she was that age, and I want to know, what was it like for you?
Yeah.
So much comes out of this for discussion when we're sitting with people and admitting the things we said and did that were hurtful and apologizing for them and then making them right in our life as a way of life with all human beings. If we can do it with the apparent enemy, as it were, to the ego, and if we can do it with one, we can do it with all.
Yeah. I could ask him that.
Yeah. I'm willing to, and I look forward to.
I'm willing to my dad hurting my children again.
In your mind's eye.
In my mind's eye.
Yeah.
And to be self-absorbed and only think of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to him hurting my children.
In your mind's eye.
In my mind's eye.
So before, like your sister, that's what happened. You just saw this horrible, violent event when she was sharing what he said he had difficulty getting her to sleep, and he finally had to put his hand over her mouth. And everything else was yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, honey, let's get some feedback. Your open mind it shows us that we all have that ability, and it's not easy for some of us because we have said and done things in our lives that we don't want to look at. But these worksheets, all of you, if you start off slow, this is a big one, but if you start off slow on just, then eventually, you'll understand how to ride this bicycle, these 4 questions and turnarounds. It'll become, when you ride a bicycle, you fall and can't quite get your balance and then all of a sudden you're just cruising. And that's what this work is like. That's why I call it the work. It's a little wobbly. It's like it calls to something so deep in us. It just takes a lot of courage to respond to questions like, is it true? Is it true? And I'll say this because here it is. If you said only, and is it true? Only that, and really set in it, everything 1 through 4 would come to you. Just surface. Sitting in all 4 questions in the turnaround in your worksheets, it's like checkmate. Checkmate. There's nothing outside of it. There's nothing outside of it. It is checkmate to the ego. Nothing left out other than the answers that you are courageous enough to own as they're shown to you. Deborah.
Hi, Katie. Thanks so much for sharing. I was thinking of this in kind of a global context, that not only did this also deeply resonate with me, but at times you'll say to us, mother, father, sister, brother. So we can integrate anybody in a work situation, in a family situation, anything, and it can be our perception. So there are some things I noticed during the facilitation there. For instance, when my daughter was little and my father was very heavy-handed and difficult with very hard on all of us, came from that sort of generation. I left him with her when she was about 2 and thought, well, this should be interesting, because he really wasn't crazy with us when we were babies. It happened when we were older. But I don't know how else to say it except that he treated her like she was a Christ child. And this hard-ass dad that we had all of our lives, she was always like, I love Grandpa, Mommy. I love Grandpa. Well, she was so receptive to learning, and she was so brilliant, and he was so brilliant. And they had this huge connection. Whereas he and I were just like 2 fighting countries.
So just notice your need to be right.
Yes.
Yeah. And anytime you want to be right, someone interrupts you or contradicts it, listen.
And leaving that child with a father is almost like a test, because we know how they were with us. Mm-hmm. And then the sister's communication, did he put his hand slamming it over her mouth? Did he go like this and just barely cup the mouth?
The image in the head as she was listening, pretty horrific. Or what came out of her as a result had to be pretty dramatic, because she saw child abuse. Everyone can judge for themselves sitting on this call, but what comes out of it, there's child abuse and then there's father abuse. And where am I abusing? And where have I abused my daughter? When I look at, oh my gosh, when we look at, this work takes so much courage. When I was looking at how I react when I believe the thought, trying to raise my children, war, and I was always right, and I was a terrible listener, and they were just, but oh boy, my good listener today, oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Itai.
Yes, you got it.
Itai.
First of all, I want to thank Nana for being our teacher today. I love how we can always resonate with our teachers, even like I don't have kids. My parents have never, from what I recall, show any form of violence towards us. But when it comes to number 6, I look forward to, I always struggle with it. And even like hearing someone else go through this, I'm cringing because I'm so sensitive to, like, I don't have kids, but when I see people, even strangers, like the way they treat their kids sometimes, especially in public, even like yelling at them and humiliating them, I'm cringing inside. Like my stomach is upside down.
Okay, so who's the victim there? The child they're screaming at or the screamer?
I mean, both of them.
Well, we know one for sure.
I wonder if I'm missing something, because like for me, forgiveness, I'm curious to know if Nana ever had closure and was able to forgive her father, because for me, that is the highest degree of anabolic energy and finding happiness. But from there to like, I look forward to, I'm struggling. Like,
I look forward to believing that again. I look forward to that happening again. It gets me another worksheet.
correct.
I look forward to it happening again, because if I've got a problem with that, in other words, a lack of understanding there, then it's another worksheet. The world gives me my next worksheet.
So if I say I look forward to knowing that after doing the work, I would definitely handle the situation differently.
For all you know.
Yeah. I just always, when I do like the worksheets, my energy is building up and I'm feeling like, yes, I get it. And then I get to number 6 and it drops.
Well, number 6 on the other side of it can be very exciting. It's like what I'm thinking and believing could, I could be angry at that person again. I'm willing to be angry. I look forward to being angry because that gives me my next worksheet. Should I be angry with that human being again?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. That's exciting. It's inviting the ego again. It's a standing invitation to the ego.
Got it.
The ego supplied your worksheet for you. So it's a standing invitation, show me any unfinished business so I can take care of it. And it's like taking out the trash.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a much better understanding of number 6 now.
Good, honey, good. We can so relate to all of you teachers today. Teachers meaning the ones of you that raise your hand and have the courage to bring your worksheets to us. They're meaningful. There are no new stressful thoughts in any language in the world. They're all recycled. So just know that you're not alone, and we are your world. We live in you. We are who you believe us to be, and we can never be more or less. So that's my invitation for all of you to go to thework.com and download a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet and try it on, those of you new to the work. And also there's a 99-cent app that's really good that gives you everything you need there to fill in a worksheet. And thank you all, and staff and all of you. Thank you for supporting this work so that it's possible for us to come in every Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Thank you for something beautiful. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific Time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.